Hello everyone and welcome to the Digital Champion HQ, the place for all things Digimon. Today we're going to be taking a look at one of my favorite, I know I say that a lot, but it's one of my favorite Digimon, Gabumon. He is one of the chosen DigitalDestined Digimon, and he has a lot of really cool Digivolution lines. In fact, he has a lot of Digivolution lines. So, as always with these videos, I am going over the main Digivolution line for Gabumon, what I consider to be the initial intent for Gabumon's Digivolution line. So I'll be covering in training all the way to mega level evolutions, and I will also be going over some of the side evolutions at the end of the video, but I will not be going as in depth as technically, I mean, Gabumon, literally there's almost probably 40 different Digimon Gabumon can eventually become. So I'll be only going over the main 5 or 6 Digimon there, and maybe a couple of notable side evolutions, and I'll throw in a couple of extra quick little evolutions that he can digivolve to. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get started with the in training form Punimon. So Punemon is a fresh level slime Digimon. It is a new kind of newborn Digimon. Its gelatinous red body is squishy, and there are 3 feeler-like things growing on its head. It is unable to battle, but it can produce resonant acidic bubbles to intimidate its opponents. His most notable attacks include Bubble Blow and Bubbles, in which Punemon creates these acidic bubbles to intimidate the opponent. Basically, the design's pretty straightforward. It looks fine. It's not really anything too crazy. It's kind of like these weird little nubs up top. It's an okay design. The backstory, there's really nothing there either. So we're just going to kind of move straight on along. So Punemon digivolves to Tsunomon. Tsunomon is an in-training lesser Digimon. It is a tiny Digimon that hardened one of the feelers on its head as Punemon. From Punemon, it has accomplished a more animal-like Digivolution and is covered in tufty body hair. It is still at the peak of playfulness, and it has a prank-loving personality, but its combat instinct has not yet awakened. His most notable attacks include Bubble Blow, in which Tsunomon produces bubbles from its mouth, Frothy Spit, in which he spits acid foam at its enemy, and Tackle, where it tackles the enemy. So, unlike Punemon's design, I really like Tsunomon's design. I like the singular, giant, huge, knife-like horn that's coming from its head, and the furry little body is cute. I think that there's a lot more effort behind this design, and definitely one of my favorites in training level Digimon. As far as the backstory goes, there's not too much here. I like the fact that they kind of even admit, like, yeah, Punemon's not that cool, guys. He's not. And he eventually was like, I want to get cool, so he kind of takes his weird feeler things on his head and combines them to make this giant knife. And he's like, am I cool now? I got this giant knife in my head, right? Yeah, so Tsunomon, he's a cool Digimon. I like the fact that he's kind of just apparently this goofy kind of prank-loving Digimon, but still hasn't quite got that fighting spirit yet. So we're going to go ahead and move right along into Gabumon. So Tsunomon digivolves into Gabumon, rookie level reptile Digimon. Although it is covered by a fur pelt, it is still clearly a reptile Digimon. Due to its extremely timid and shy personality, it always gathers up the data which Garurumon leaves behind and shapes it into a fur pelt to wear. Because it is wearing the fur pelt of Garurumon, who is feared by other Digimon, it fills the role of safeguarding itself as a result of protecting its body. When it is wearing the fur pelt, its personality does a complete 180 shift. Gabumon is especially close to Bulukamon. His most notable attack is Blue Blaster, where Gabumon releases a stream of blue ice-like flames from its mouth. His other attack, Horn Attack, in which Gabumon uses his horn to attack its opponent. Overall, I love this design. I always thought that the blue thing on its stomach always looked kind of like a Digegg to me for some reason. But yeah, I really like this design. The cool horn that he has, the wolf-like appearance is really cool. And as a kid, I never saw that it was like this weird pelt thing that he's wearing, but I can definitely see that now. So in the backstory, it mentions that Gabumon basically takes all the leftovers that Garurumon leaves behind and fashions that data into this pelt that Gabumon wears to make himself look like a Garurumon. So that's pretty cool. I like that idea, that concept. That, I mean, I really want to see what Gabumon looks like now without that pelt. I always thought that that was just part of his skin, but no, that's just some Garurumon jacket that he's wearing. So let's go ahead. Gabumon digivolves to Garurumon. Garurumon is a champion level animal Digimon. It is covered in blue, white, and silver fur as hard as mithril, which is called a legendary rare metal. And since the blades growing from the tip of its shoulders have sharp edges, anything that touches them is cut to pieces, as it possesses a furious combat instinct and sinews honed in freezing lands, as well as carnivore-like agility and the accuracy to reliably bring down its targets. It is a being feared by other Digimon. However, its intelligence is very high, and it faithfully obeys those who it recognizes as its master or leader. His most notable attacks include Howling Blaster, in which Garurumon spews blue high-temperature flames from its mouth. He also uses Sub-Zero Ice Fang, where he bites with sharp, icy cold fangs. He can also use Ice Wall, where Garurumon makes an impenetrable defensive wall created with its freezing surges. Overall, I love this design. I really like wolves in general. They're one of my favorite animals, so a wolf-like ice Digimon is just a cool design. It has actually a fair amount of detail here, and a lot of other Digimon that have come after it and have kind of used Garurumon's design as kind of a base point for their design. So it's a pretty influential overall design. As far as the backstory goes, he's basically just this really kind of tough Digimon that's well known for being pretty awesome, basically, and most of the other Digimon fear it, but he's extremely loyal to those that he trusts and to his partners. So moving on, Garurumon digivolves to WereGarurumon. WereGarurumon is an ultimate level animal Digimon. It digivolved from Garurumon and became able to walk on two legs. It lost its speed due to becoming bipedal, but became a commando-type Digimon with stronger offensive and defensive power, as well as developing a tactical nature. Its kicking techniques, which it unleashes using the leg strength it inherited from Garurumon, are quite strong, so its jumping ability contends for first or second place among other Digimon. Also, it is rich with loyalty and has a reliable nature, faithfully executing its mission if its master gives an order. His most notable attacks include Wolf Claw, in which WereGarurumon cuts the opponent to pieces with the sharp claws of both of its hands, as well as Garuru Kick, in which he unleashes a powerful strike kick. So as far as his design goes, I've always really liked this design. Even as a kid, though, I still thought it was a little odd. It's like you go from Garurumon, which is kind of a pretty down-to-earth design, right? It's just kind of like this awesome-looking ice wolf, and then we kind of go into WereGarurumon, which I do like his design, don't get me wrong. It's just kind of this more strange. He's a teenager now, you know? He's going through this punk rock phase where he's got like skulls and crossbones all over his clothes, and he's wearing jeans with holes in them, and he's he's wearing a lot of leather now, you know what I mean? And he has spikes on his he has like spike knuckles now and stuff. It's still a cool design. Sorry, there was a car. It's still a cool design, but you know, I still probably would prefer Garurumon's design over it. As far as the backstory goes, there's not too much there. It's pretty much the same thing as Garurumon, a very loyal Digimon to his partner. And also, I will say, I do like the fact that they mentioned that he does lose his speed, but his offensive and defensive power get a huge boost by being able to walk on 2 legs. So that's pretty cool. Alright, so WereGarurumon digivolves to MetalGarurumon. MetalGarurumon is a Mega level android Digimon. It is the final form of Garurumon and the ultimate form of Garurumon species Digimon, and powered itself up by metallizing almost its entire body. Not only has it retained its natural keenness when it underwent metallization, but it can also pulverize the opponent with the countless weapons concealed throughout its body, whose numbers is rivaled by those of MetalGarurumon, the high temperature counterpart to the low temperature MetalGarurumon. It radiates invisible lasers from the 4 laser sights on its snout, and because it's able to analyze the targets before it uses all of its sensors, such as infrared rays and X-rays, it is impossible to escape his attacks, even when among the darkness outside of its field of vision. Also, it can release beam-shaped wings from the arms extending from its back, allowing for it to fly about the net space at extremely high speeds. His most notable attacks include Metal Wolf Claw, in which MetalGarurumon spews cold air at an absolute zero that completely freezes everything, and instantly brings the victim's vital functions to a halt. His other attack, Grace Cross Freezer, launches freezing missiles from all of the weapons hidden throughout its body. And finally, Garuru Tomahawk fires a missile from its chest. He has multiple other attacks that utilizes ice-like attacks and uses the missiles and other various weaponry inside of its body. Overall, I really like this design. It kind of goes back to kind of that Garurumon design, and you can definitely see the transition process from Garurumon to MetalGarurumon in its design. It goes back to that Gabumon chest plate thing there. I really like this design. What can I say? The wings are really cool. I love the idea of all these like missiles and guns and all the various weapons that MetalGarurumon can conceal is just a cool idea. As far as its backstory goes, it mentions that it's the ultimate form of the Garurumon species, which I wouldn't necessarily agree with, because there are other forms that I'm going to go over that I would argue are the ultimate form. I do like the fact that it mentions that his firepower basically rivals that of MetalGarurumon, kind of expanding that Digimon lore there. And MetalGarurumon is a huge Digimon, very big Digimon. And MetalGarurumon is depicted in the anime as not being, it's a medium-sized Digimon. It's basically the size maybe of like a truck or something, right? Whereas MetalGarurumon is like this huge multi-story tall building sized Digimon. So the fact that it can have as much firepower as that Digimon is impressive. Alright, so now I want to go over another Digimon that MetalGarurumon can digivolve into. So MetalGarurumon digivolve to ZeedGarurumon. ZeedGarurumon is a Mega level cyborg Digimon, a subspecies of MetalGarurumon, the final form of Garurumon. It is the ultimate beast tank Digimon equipped with the ultimate Super Dreadnought class weapon, Zeed Cannon. ZeedGarurumon's weapons and ammunition are equipped throughout its body so its physical strength isn't consumed, and it can sustain a rain of bullets for a long duration. The 4 laser sights on its snout have been improved for its ammunition and are now capable of locking onto hundreds of objects. In addition, ZeedGarurumon possesses an evolutionary code that differs from Digimon that were naturally born in the digital world, and it is thought that it is a Digimon that digivolved from a Digi-Egg that was produced due to artificial data intervention. His most notable attacks include ZeedCannon, the ultimate weapon for attack, Full Metal Breath, in which it mows down the opponent by simultaneously firing the ZeedCannon alongside all of the other weapons throughout its body, as well as Blowback Breath, in which ZeedGarurumon sprays explosive energy from its mouth. Overall, I really like this design. It's pretty cool looking. It's similar to MetalGarurumon, but the giant cannon on its back is pretty cool. I mean, I don't know which one I prefer in terms of design. I like the fact that its tail is also kind of a gun, so I might lead a little bit to ZeedGarurumon and the coolness factor there. Overall, an awesome design. In terms of its backstory, not too much here, just that it's basically an even more amped up version, arguably, than MetalGarurumon. But there is something interesting here where I would like to see a little bit more info on this, that he may have been hatched from a Digi-Egg that was produced due to artificial data intervention. I think that's a cool idea for Digimon to kind of expand upon. I would like to see them kind of like a Mewtwo style situation with Pokemon, where human interference with Digimon creating these kind of warped forms and stuff. I would love to see that more in the anime maybe at some point. So we are actually not done yet. There are a couple of other forms that we have here that are mega level. So WereGarurumon can actually digivolve into another Digimon. So WereGarurumon digivolves to CresGarurumon. CresGarurumon is a mega level Beast Knight Digimon. It is a final form of Garurumon. Unlike ZeedGarurumon, another final form, it's a subspecies of MetalGarurumon taking on a humanoid form, donning armor made of golden Chrome Digizoid that deflects attacks. It excels in swordplay using the yellow beast Crescent Blade. CresGarurumon's most notable attacks include Beast Cyclone, where it spins its entire body and attacks the opponent while turning into a blade. Fury Ice Moonfang, which molds the yellow beast Crescent Blade into countless forms using ice and then hurls it at its opponent. Overall, I love this design. It's a more recent Digimon to have come out. I think it's only like a year or two old now. It's a very, very cool design. I've said it before. I love anything that has like gold-plated Digimon designs. It's just a really awesome. I really like that it kind of looks like an Egyptian theme with the gold and like the spear and everything. I really like this design a lot. There's not too much with the backstory. It mentions ZeedGarurumon a little bit, but the only thing of note is the golden Chrome Digizoid that is extremely hard and is a very defensive type of Digizoid. Alright, so there is one more form that I want to go over that I consider to be a part of the Gabumon Digivolution line here. And that Digimon is Gabumon Bond of Friendship. So, Gabumon Bond of Friendship is a mega level Digimon. A profound bond between Gabumon and its partner. It is a legendary final Digivolution that realized after countless possibilities. The undying friendship of its partner turned into elegant armor which covers its entire body and appears as proof of the trust coursing through one another. It is able to fly by generating photon light wings on its back, but it can also transform into its motorcycle mode, which is its partner's favorite vehicle, and drive fast together. Its most notable attacks include Rattlestar, where Gabumon fires a tracking weapon equipped with AI, which is a tracking weapon that's equipped with AI, which can shoot down any enemy no matter the range. His full metal machine gun causes a downpour of iron to rain down from the cowl parts on its arms. Cool Edge purges the cowl parts and unleashes an instant attack. And finally, Moon Phase fires laser beams in all directions at no delay. So overall, I actually really like this design. When I first saw it, I wasn't like a huge fan of it, but this piece of artwork here that I like has, I guess, a bit more detail to it. I really like this sort of drawing, this form. It's one of my favorite now of Gabumon. I would like to see a better angle of it, to be fair, but overall still a really cool form. In terms of the backstory, there's not too much here still, because it's another new Digimon form. It's only, again, like a year old, so we're still waiting to see some more from this form of Gabumon, since it first appeared in the last Digimon Evolution movie. I didn't know that it could turn into motorcycle mode. I don't know if I missed that or what, but that's interesting, I guess. But yeah, I really like this design. So Gabumon can also digivolve into many, many other Digimon eventually. He can go down the Leomon Digivolution path technically, and a bunch of other Digivolution paths. He has a few honorable mentions here that I'll go over. There's Shadow WereGarurumon, Black MetalGarurumon, but yeah, I don't want to get too much into that because I want to make a separate video for the shadow forms of Digimon and all that, so don't get too mad at me if I forgot any. I didn't forget. I purposely left those out for future videos. Another honorable mention is, of course, Ancient Garurumon. Trust me, I know I'm going to get to that, but I always pictured Ancient Garurumon not as a Gabumon evolution so much as a Lobomon evolution because of Digimon Frontier, so I'm going to make another video featuring Ancient Garurumon later on, so please don't worry, don't yell at me in the comments, it's coming. But yeah, that is it for Gabumon. Please let me know down in the comments which one of these forms is your favorite. For me personally, I'm kind of really liking the Gabumon Bond of Friendship design a lot. I would like to see a little bit more of them, but still just a really cool design. And as always, please be sure to hit that subscribe button, hit that like button, share this video with your friends, because it really does help the channel and it encourages me to keep on making more of these videos. And as always, thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll check you on the next video on the Digital Champion HQ. Bye bye.